Away. How's your voice, Xander?
Is your voice returned?
Xander returned.
Is Xander alive?
Hello, I'm here. Yes.
Okay.
Hey, his voice has returned. Look at that.
Oh,
Good, good.
Voice.
All thanks to
Ah.
Allie medication.
Okay, there we go. I was covering up Xander for some reason.
Don't cover up Xander. How dare you?
It wasn't intentional. I think it was when I was trying to get the size right for my VTuber.
The audacity.
Well, this looks like this is the place.
Sorry. Okay. Are we done looking around?
After we meet with the captain, we probably won't have any more time to look around tonight. Yes.
It can just transition us in.
Nope.
Oh, it's gonna be
All
one
right,
of those nights
now
for
to
me,
find
guys.
Captain Claire. Oh, wow.
Is she wearing
I think
a
Mark voicing
sexy dress?
2 of the 3 characters in this entire situation.
Oh, she's wearing a pretty dress.
Wow.
How would it
So
find?
fancy.
Look at that brooch.
I guess it makes sense that she wouldn't come here in uniform.
The charms of an older woman, eh?
Shut up, Fee.
Yeah.
She's not that much older.
Fee's like in the background just going,
I think I'll manage.
Claire
She
is,
just came to
I
tease
think,
Rain
like
the whole time.
19.
Sorry I kept you waiting.
Yeah, she's about 3 years. She's 3 or 4. I think she's 19 or 20, I think, in Cold Steel.
God, these people are so much younger than us.
Don't worry about it. Oh.
Hi.
Yeah,
Oh my
I kind of
gosh.
ran into her on the way here and told her she could come along. That's not a problem, is it?
Not at all. I assume you've been surveying the town while acting as Rain's bodyguard.
Sounds like you've done your homework.
The
Wow.
intelligence division has told me a little. Anyway, I think we might attract a little too much attention if we stay at the counter. What do you say we get a table for 3? It's good to see you both. I think this may be the first time we've been able to have a proper conversation.
You may be right.
All the flashbacks of the same pose.
I was hoping I'd get the chance to sit down and talk with you too, actually.
Oh?
You sure you don't want me to go?
Fee.
That's not what I mean. I have a lot of questions, like about why Milliam transferred into our class, for example.
Also, are you single?
But there's one really fundamental question that would go a long way toward
Yes,
answering
she
a
is.
lot of the others. What
that,
exactly
but
is
does
it that
Reen
you
know
and
that?
Chancellor Osborne are trying to accomplish? Let's look at that standoff at the Provincial Army earlier this evening. It's hard for me to feel much sympathy for them after they drove armored cars right into the middle of the city. But maintaining order in the provinces is generally accepted to be the duty of the provincial armies. Maybe it's just me, but it seemed an awful lot like you were just trying to provoke them by belittling their authority.
It did look like your people were picking a fight.
Viewed without the proper context, I can see how it might look like that. But right now, the factional conflict in the Empire is nearly at its breaking point. Crossbell is buzzing with talk of independence, and Calvert is still weathering its immigration disputes. In such volatile times, there's a very real need to create a far more expansive network to help maintain public order. The only organizations that are up to the challenge are the Railway Military Police and the Intelligence Division.
That may be the case.
Still, your boss is the one making those conflicts worse.
I can't deny that. But at the very least, the Chancellor is acting with a sense of integrity. He hasn't stooped so low as to give aid to terrorists, unlike some others I could name. I want you to at least understand that.
Wait, so...
Wow, she really said it. So the noble faction's been the one backing the terrorists, huh?
I'm afraid there's no longer any doubting it. We've all but confirmed the involvement of Duke Cayenne, the most prominent representative of the four great houses. The 3 airships the Imperial Liberation Front have been using have been traced back to Ordis as well.
I'd wondered how they got their hands on those.
I've heard the Duke is just a gaudy old man, but... Eustace's brother came to pick him up in Legram, didn't he?
That's what Toval told us. And now, Rufus just so happens to pop up on another of his secret trips. Captain Claire, what's going on in Ruhr? And how are Elisa's family and the Rhineford Company involved?
I guess it's time to get to the matter I called you here for in the first place. The Railway Military Police is currently weighing the possibility of a forced inspection of Rhineford's first factory.
Sounds serious.
The first factory belongs to one of Rhineford's major divisions, right?
Correct. It's one of the main divisions and handles the bulk of the company's iron and steel processing, among other things. They're also currently under suspicion of something I'm not at liberty to discuss with you right now. The two of you are aware that project management at Rhineford is split up across several major branches, right?
It is?
And on top of that, she's got her hands in the development of our Arcus units, too. It's way too much work for one person. How many projects does Mother have under her wing right now?
Well, I'm afraid I can't give a simple answer to that. But suffice to say, the chairman only knows about a small number of the projects in development by the Rhineford Group. Well, lately, the directors have.
Come to think of it, I overheard Elisa and Sharon talking about something like that.
For years now, Rhineford has been the Empire's heavyweight when it comes to heavy industry and manufacturing. The company is split into different divisions that handle things like steel production, railways, weaponry, and tools. The problem is that those divisions have simply become too large. Large enough to have their own internal allegiances, some to the nobles, with others supporting the reformist faction.
Are you serious?
So even companies are taking sides.
I'm sure Irina Rhineford is aware of this to at least some extent as the company's chairman, but the self-supporting accounting system she introduced has the side effect of granting each division a long leash. Because of that, I doubt even she has a full grasp of the situation.
So, the first factory you guys have your sights set on for that inspection is aligned with the noble faction, I assume.
You assume correctly. And the provincial army is doing everything it can to stop us from carrying out that investigation. That's what led to this evening's quarrel. I imagine Chairman Irina is currently doing her utmost to rein in all the divisions and get them back in line. The thing is, when she seized control of the company 5 years ago, she had to rely on support from both sides. Being indebted to them like that, I have my doubts she'll be able to target the underlying problem.
It's sounding shadier by the minute.
You can say that again. The situation seems even more dire than I thought. And while all this is going on, the factional conflict keeps burning hot across the rest of the Empire.
I've told you as much as I can right now. Tensions are mounting all over the country, but Ruhr has an extra fuse of its own. Try to gain an understanding of the crisis unfolding here, then do your best to stay out of it. Whatever other lessons Class 7 takes away from this field study, I hope that ends up on the list. I wish you the best with the remainder of your field study.
Basically,
Please
she
have
put
the
it
bill
very
sent to the Railway
nicely.
Military Police
Keep your
branch
nose out
office
of this
in Ruhr
shit.
Station.
Certainly. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
As nicely as she could.
Pretty much. I mean, she's concerned for them because they're students.
Wait! The bill!
Looks like she just picked up our tab. She gave us some good intel, too. For free, even.
and I can't just go running after her now. Looks like we owe her one.
So, you like the mature type, huh? She's sorta like Sarah, except responsible and composed.
You can say that again. Oh,
Must be yours.
hello? Reen Schwarzer speak.
Reen, what are you doing?
Uh-oh.
Oh, it's just you, Elisa.
It's just you.
It's
What
just
do you mean
you?
it's just you? Is it true some girl
Who is it?
invited you out for a night on the town?
Whoa, hold on. A late night date? I thought you only had eyes for me, Reen. Anyway, good job, kiddo. You better spill all the details later, huh?
He'll do no such thing.
Now, I'm sure there's nothing to worry about. Fee was with him too.
Still, it was rash of you to go out on your own without at least consulting us.
Ready to head back?
Yeah, I think that'd be for the best.
I'm sorry, she is 24 at this time.
I was about to say 19 sounds way
24.
too young.
Ooh, you're moving up in the world.
She's just
Because
I've
she
got a
and
little
Claire
warrior
are
for you.
supposed to be similar in age.
her and Sarah.
Right.
Sarah,
Yes.
sorry.
Yeah, they're similar.
Did I?
You said Claire.
Didn't I say?
Her and
I
Claire are
figured she
supposed to be
meant Sarah.
similar in age.
Sorry, you knew who I
Yes,
was
I did.
talking about.
Drinks are on me someday.
I
Yeah.
don't know why I thought Claire initially. Probably
Okay.
because I just saw her.
Yeah, Claire and Sarah are a year apart.
Yeah, they're supposed to be pretty similar in age. So when you said 19, I'm like, that does not sound accurate.
I wanted to keep wanting to think that she's a little bit younger, but she's not.
The time has come. First Heimdall, then Crossbow, now Ruler shall be the third to witness our conviction.
As you wish.
We'll hit him so hard, they'll be picking up the pieces for weeks. You heard the boss, man. Tomorrow's a red-letter day for us. A real do-or-die moment, in every sense of the word.
All our preparations will be rewarded soon, when we sweep in and take the Chancellor's head. Keep your eyes on the prize, and give it all you've got!
Yeah!
It's punishment time?
Give it everything you've got. Man, I miss being Monokuma.
I was watching an old clip of playing Danganronpa. I'm like, we need to do that again.
Yes. You were gonna do it. Start it back up.
Yeah, but then so much started happening.
Oh, don't do that, Crow.
So tired.
Stop it!
The air here is so fresh, especially for a city with this many factories. Must be because we're up in the mountains.
I'll say, compared to the capital, the air quality is pristine.
Well, the capital does have a few 100,000 more people living there.
That helps a little bit.
Sure
You're
is
in
a
the
nice day
doghouse,
today,
Reen.
isn't it, Elisa?
Not as nice as last night must have been.
I told
Wow.
you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'll bet you are. I cannot believe you! After all those things you said to me last night, you go rushing out to meet another girl!
The skies might be clear, but I'm sensing a stormy forecast today.
Well, all things considered, even if we assume Captain Claire is trustworthy, I'm not sure how wise it was to go out on your own.
I know. In hindsight, I regret keeping it to myself.
Still, it was pretty bold of Captain Claire to show up alone to meet Reen. Even dressed down, I wouldn't have thought she'd go out alone with the provincial army on patrol.
I'm guessing she's more than strong enough to handle herself. Not sure what her weapon of choice is, though.
Ah, I wish I could have seen her all dolled up, though. Bet she was a real knockout. Come on, that would put a spring in any man's step. I don't blame you for sneaking out alone.
Oh!
No! It's not like I knew she was going to show up wearing a cocktail dress. I swear!
You seemed pretty taken by her when she showed up yesterday, though. And your eyes
you're
were
not helping.
glued to her right up until she left the scene.
Oh, really?
I love this.
So while we were enjoying a quiet evening, you were out carousing with a beautiful woman, were you?
So much carousing was happening.
Son
Yes.
of I mean for shame, Reed! We're here representing the Academy on a field study.
My favorite line of the entire series from Machias. Hands down.
Oh
Just
my
the way he
gosh.
goes from, you lucky son of I mean for
I
shame.
mean.
You lucky son of a...
It's just the, you lucky, I mean, you. Like, wait a second, that's supposed to be the upstanding one.
I'm supposed to be.
I swear,
awesome.
you guys are just making things up at this point. But thanks to the information I got from her, we have a pretty good idea what's going on here in Ruhr. And now that we know, we should be able to do something about it. What do you think, Elisa?
Yeah, I'm in.
So in short, the first factory did something to catch the eye of the railway military police, prompting an inspection. And all the while, the provincial army's been here blatantly trying to prevent them from doing that?
Let's not forget that the first factory is run by none other than the Noble faction.
I know that the divisional directors have been operating without much in the way of executive oversight for years now. But Mother always allowed it. She thought that encouraging competition among the divisions would yield more innovations. I never thought that'd lead to something like this.
Seems like the lesser of two evils.
By the way, hearing about the first factory made me curious. Do the other divisions have their own political allegiances?
Well, to give you a basic idea, this is a bit oversimplified, of course. Divisions are made up of many people, and they all have their own opinions. But the positions of each division's directors are clear as day, though. The first and second factories in particular have had a pretty fierce rivalry going on between them for years. But even still, I wouldn't have expected the first factory to do something flagrant enough to prompt a military inspection.
Neither would I.
All right, we're gonna do whatever it takes to get to the bottom of this. And when we tie this up all nice and neat for her, even my mother will have to admit she's grateful to us.
Sounds like a plan.
That's the spirit.
Offhand, I'd say this falls under the scope of our field study too.
Thanks, everyone.
Sounds like we're in for a ride.
Anyway, let's take a look at the field study tasks Sharon gave us for today.
Ferocious monsters appeared on Nordia Highway.
A Hydra.
Ooh.
Shots fired. Crying over lost milk.
Oh, the kitty.
Yeah, I think we can handle these.
It's still 8 a.m., so we have plenty of time to work our way through the list.
We should go find the kitty.
And while we're doing that, we can ask the people we meet about how things stand between Reinford's divisions. Look alive, everyone. It's time to get to work.
Right.
Roger.
Gotcha.
Hello.
I know it's not required, but the kitty.
I can do this.
My turn.
Right. I've got this.
Fine. We'll go deal with the kitty.
Yay! Kitty
Yay.
quest.
Excuse me, are you vanilla? That's a different
We're
game
students.
series.
We're students from Thor's military academy.
Did you say Thor's? Oh, you must be the Class 7 students who have come to help with my request.
Kitty?
That's right.
I knew it. What a funny coincidence it is. My daughter Mint attends Thor's too.
Mint from the Wind Orchestra?
I do think that's her club of choice. Does that mean you're part of it too?
Yeah, Mint and I get along really well. She makes practice a lot of fun.
Aw, that's so sweet of you. It's great to know that she's made such nice friends over there. But back on topic. Would you be willing to help me? Our cat, Milk, has gone missing, and I'll need your help to find her.
Is this family's name after ingredients?
Yep. We'll find her. If we're gonna find a lost cat, when did she go missing?
It was 2 nights ago. I was making dinner like I usually do, then I decided that I would try and make something a little different. So I decided I'd try using an ingredient I'd never seen before. But when I did, an odor pungent enough to burn off your eyelashes started coming from the pot.
You said you've never seen this ingredient before? I wonder if it was actually something edible.
So then what happened?
Well, my survival instinct was telling me to air out the room. So I left the door open for a while to try and get rid of the smell. But while it was open, Milk seems to have gotten out.
So you haven't seen her since?
What does she look like?
Well, she has orange and white fur, and she's wearing a yellow collar. She's also extremely cautious and doesn't really like people very much. So I imagine that she's probably somewhere without many people nearby.
I see. It sounds like we should mainly search outdoors then.
Is there anything else you can tell us that may help us find her?
Well, she loves to crawl under things. I don't know why, but it seems to relax her when she does that.
She's a cat.
Okay then.
Well, that's just how cats are.
Thank you, Crow. I know how she feels.
You do?
Well, anyway, there should be enough information to get started with.
Does that mean you're going to try and find her then?
Of course we are.
We'll get started right away.
Yes.
Save the kitty. Here she is. I never would have thought to look under this bench.
Yeah, it's an easy spot to miss. Now the question is how we're going to get her to come back with us.
Has anyone ever thought of fish?
Not anymore, it's not. Cautious is right. We didn't have a chance.
Well, let's head after. Another bench, huh?
We can't let her get away again. So, who's gonna try to catch her?
And there she goes.
You just had to say the word catch.
Hey, don't go blaming this on me.
This request keeps getting tougher and tougher.
Well, what do you know? She's under another bench.
We need to be really careful this time.
Yeah. You should probably start by spreading out so she has nowhere to run.
Oops, she really is fast.
She ran into the station. So are we doing the same?
Yeah. If we let someone at the station know what we're doing, I'm sure they'll let us in to look for her. Find out what's happening. This definitely looks like the right train car. Let's take a look then, shall we?
Here she is.
There's nowhere to run this time.
There it is.
Doesn't seem like a smart idea to get any closer, though.
At this rate, we're not going to be able to get her back home.
Aw, if only I had my thingy with me.
Your what?
She's talking about one of these.
He just carries around a cat toy.
Ah, victory goes to the prepared.
Why do you even have that? Are you always carrying it around?
That is the question.
Heh. Well, you never know when it's going to come in handy. Here, kitty, kitty.
Yeah.
Huh? Well, look at that. Even animals find me irresistible.
Doesn't look like we'll have any trouble taking her back to her owner now.
Thank you so much for bringing her back. See, look how happy she is to be back.
She's right at home here.
Maybe that's because this is her home. I'm sure she's relieved to be back.
I don't know what we would have done without you. Thank you all so much. Here, take these as your reward. I made them myself.
Thanks.
These look great.
Can't exactly say I'm thrilled to try these.
Yeah, same here. They do seem edible, at least.
Well, thank you again.
And mom
So
is
am I
not.
to understand? Yes. That Vanilla cannot cook.
Yes.
The one who made his name's ingredient in this family.
Uh-huh. So's Mint.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know
She
if
also
Mint
can't cook.
canonically can or can't cook. I don't know that one.
Hmm.
But yes, you are correct. The person named Mint, or named Vanilla, cannot cook.
Unfortunate.
How unfortunate. Uh-oh. How unfortunate.
Uh-oh. That looks like a strong one. Be careful.
I did a sneaky thing and threw a new contender in the ring.
This thing reminds me of a Zapdos.
Be careful, this one looks strong. It's my turn.
It's like a floopy Zapdos.
Here we go.
Zapafloof.
And Furbies.
Right.
With mohawks.
As if Furbies needed more things to be creepy.
Too slow.
I never thought that Furbies were creepy until people pointed out that they were creepy.
Yep, same.
Right.
I
Well,
always thought they were creepy.
Until the battery starts going in your
All right,
Furby,
let's
and
keep
then it
going.
starts like moving on its own, and you're like,
Yeah,
oh, no,
when the battery is dead and it moves on its own, then it's Demon's Gym. But
yeah.
I never had one. My best friend growing up did, but I never did.
Like until that point though, they were cute.
Yeah.
I always thought they were kind of weird.
I was
cared
fine
much
with
for 'em.
them.
Stay on guard and
I
don't
had
get
that one
cocky.
Furby that actually had a baby Furby on the inside.
Aw.
It was cute.
I can do this.
Right.
I couldn't tell you what kind I had.
Leave
I
it to
don't
me.
remember the colors or whatever.
I had
My
so
turn.
my mom originally got a Furby for me, and then she got one for herself.
Right.
And then it very quickly became both my Furbies.
It's my turn.
Okay.
Because I liked having them have conversations with each
My turn.
Oh.
It's my turn.
Because I would turn one on and then I would turn the other one on and they would just start chatting to each
Right.
other. And I found
Oh,
it
yeah.
so entertaining.
That takes care of them.
My creepy experience with a Furby though is it's dead asleep at night. I put it to sleep, right? And then just in the middle of the night, it's like, oh.
Yes, exactly.
And I'm just, me as a little 5-year-old is just like, why?
No, thank you. Yeah.
Did I talk in my sleep or something?
Yeah.
See, I'm always afraid I'm going to do that, and so I would have been afraid to set them off.
Now's our chance. Go.
Right.
Leave it to me. My turn. Go.
My oldest nephew told me a
That's
story in his
Let's
sleep
keep
once.
moving.
It was kind of funny.
Oh.
He was like 8.
That one looks
Is it a
annoying.
good story?
Watch out.
I don't even remember the gist of the story. It was something about Thomas the Train. That's about it.
That's not been that important then.
I could not tell you what
My turn.
the context of the story was. That was
I can do
what,
this.
13 years ago? 14, 12, 13, 14, somewhere in there.
My turn.
Right.
No way.
I can do this.
Right. My turn. Go.
Right. Arcus, activate.
Ha.
My turn. Arcus, activate.
Here we go.
Ha!
Ow.
Right. Here we go.
It's my turn.
Right. Here we go. Sit.
I can do this. Gah!
Too slow.
I turned Elliot to stone. How dare.
Sorry.
We need
My
to use
turn.
greater restoration.
Now's our chance.
I've got you.
Nicely done, Elisa.
Same to you. That was great.
Oh, are you two not bickering anymore? Or rather, at least
Not during the battles, only before the battles.
True, fair,
That
fair.
looks like a strong one. Be careful.
It's not strong, Elisa. We've already killed one.
It looks like a strong one. Be careful.
That looks like a tough one. Watch out!
Shut up, Marcus. I wasn't Marcus, that was Crow. I know my characters.
Do you?
No.
I can do this.
Right. Right. Go.
Oh, that was a random optional one. That wasn't even the one we were supposed to be doing. Okay. Wait, so where am I supposed to turn that one in at? Please report to the soldiers in front of Marcus Rogner's. Where's his house?
We're supposed to go over there. Like, I thought we were supposed to avoid the Ragnars's area.
Oh, all right. Well,
all right, there you go. Sorry, I was dropping things and I had to catch it real quick. Okay, that's better. So you were able to exterminate the monster on the West Highway, were you? Well done. That's some busy work off of our plate. Well then, here's your reward. Don't use it all in one place.
thank you very much.
Well then, you're excused. Go away.
Nice.
I didn't want to run into you.
My turn.
I can do this.
It's my turn. There's no time to.
Looks like the monster we need to take out is just beyond here.
Yeah, we better be careful.
Actually, didn't Yusa's brother say his airship was stationed just off a highway on the outskirts of the city?
Now that you mention it, he did.
The area ahead seems like a real maze, too. You think it could be around here?
Landing right where the woman. I don't know why I have such trouble with this word. Railway military police. Wouldn't think to look.
I wouldn't put it past him. He seems like a cunning individual.
He might be on the Academy's board of directors, but I still feel kind of wary of him, to be honest.
If we were coming here to dish on Rufus, I would have brought tea and cake. Come on, people. We've got ourselves a monster to hunt.
Yeah, you're right. Stay alert, everyone.
Man, Crow wanting to stay on task? What kind of
There it
world are
is.
we living in?
Yikes. It looks pretty mean.
I'm sorry. The way you said yikes there was like Zoink Scoob! I'm sorry.
Zoink Scoob!
Definitely not the kind of beast you tangle with by choice.
I mean, they're kind of in the same register. I don't think it's anything we can't handle.
But let's double check our equipment before engaging, just to be safe.
Sounds good. Ready when you are.
Watch out. This is a tough one.
Right.
Is it?
This is my secret.
Go! The second form, Gale! Now's our chance!
I've got you.
It's my turn. Time barrier. Break!
My turn. Chime in darkness. Nocturne bell.
Right. Turn to flames. Burn! Now!
Gotcha! Here we go! There! Ha! Now's our chance! Let's go, everyone!
Leave it to me.
All right.
Yeah.
Eat that!
I don't like how they both slither but don't. It's really disconcerting.
Burn to ash! Ha! Go!
I've got you. Right. Light. Rain upon us.
My brain went, Aziz, light.
Aziz, light. Well, thank you, Aziz.
Hang in there,
That's much
everyone.
better.
Thanks.
Good movie.
A true classic.
A true classic.
Good night.
All night long. All night.
Ow.
Go!
My mom was so concerned for me when I was a kid watching Fifth Element, and I told her that I really liked Ruby Rock.
I've got you. It's my turn.
I mean, he's hilarious to watch when you're
He's
younger, for
hilarious.
sure.
And she was so concerned because she's like, you're a kid and you're saying that you like this character out of all of them. I'm like,
Here we go.
yeah, but he's funny. And
He's the
she's like,
funniest one.
she's like, you don't.
Now's our chance!
No, we
I'll
don't.
explain when you're older.
Right.
And when I got older, I'm like, yeah, I was right to have this as my favorite character. And my mom just shakes her head. It's like, I'm sorry, I had taste as a child. What can I say? Laylu was also amazing, of course.
Oh, anything that Mila Jovovich is in ever, I just automatically fangirl over. She's so cool.
She is amazing.
No way!
Her character in that one was very awesome. Just like badassery and stuff too. Very cool.
Oh no, you don't. Stop right there. Molten rain.
Criminal scum.
Here we go!
I'm doing a bunch of crafts that I don't normally do. It's kind of entertaining. Like, I don't have to do them normally in our run through, so this is kind of fun. If I necessarily need to, probably
my
not.
turn.
I probably could have just brute forced it, but this is kind of fun to use the other things.
I'll back you up.
Rotate, picture. Rotate. Thank you. I'm totally not drawing while doing this.
I was taking my blood pressure and then cleaning my room. Not in that
No
order,
way!
but you know.
Azure flames, gather on my blade.
The cleaning room's kind
I
of
can do
intermittent,
this.
but I sat down and I had the cuff nearby.
Leave
me,
it
and
to
I was
me.
like, oh, while it's over here, might as well take my blood pressure. So
Okay.
Need to
it was fine.
monitor it?
It was good blood pressure.
Do you need to monitor it?
I have an automatic cuff because when I went to media care on Friday, it was very high, and I was like, I'll check it when I go home. So I checked it when I went home, and it was better. So
Okay.
I mean, you had
But
just
I was
been
in
working a full day of
rather
work.
moderate to significant pain and not feeling well and probably almost feverish, and I worked for almost 10 hours. So I mean, you know.
Right.
And it was about to storm outside. I was a little stressed out.
Right.
So
Just a little.
Leave it to me.
there was a
There's no
casual
time
like the official word for a dust storm is haboob. That was coming, and I was like, oh,
A haboob.
a haboob.
Not the haboob.
Not the haboob.
Not the haboob.
So I was a little stressed. It was a little high.
All right, that takes care of that. That was quite a challenge.
Thought so. Looks like Rufus did land his airship here.
How can you tell?
They leave fairly distinctive indentations in the ground. Looks like he's flying one of the latest Rhineford models, too. You can tell that without even seeing this ship itself?
He strikes again. Anyway, we dealt with the monster now, so I guess we should head back to Ruhr. Yeah, it's not over till we report to the client.
Sweet. The best part of any mission is the reward at the end.
Next time.
On Dragon Ball Z.
Because, I mean, we thought the whole plot the night before. Something's gonna go down. And then we're gonna get stuck in cutscenes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Because that's just how that works.
Yep.
I'm gonna go raid 10.
Oh my gosh, he's still awake.
Okay, they're still playing Rocket League up there.
That's
I
surprised.
hope he doesn't have work tomorrow.
Pretty sure he does. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll be back
He's being very
maybe tomorrow. If
cautious
not,
of his time management. Good,
for
good.
sure Friday.
It's probably fine.
Or Wednesday.
Probably.
I don't know what day of the week it is anymore. Thank y'all for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.